And we're getting answers tonight about why a local security guard accused in a deadly shooting had a gun when the state said he should not have been armed. Natalie Tyndall of 2 News Investigates broke that story about 25-year-old security guard Joshua Karp. She's back tonight with the answers.
Well, according to police, Karp said a man acting erratically charged at him Sunday night at the Love's truck stop on Edwin C. Moses Boulevard, so he fired his gun and killed him. But Karp's application to be a security guard hasn't been completely processed by the state, meaning he isn't legally allowed to carry a gun at work. Karp isn't talking tonight, but his lawyer is, and I asked him the one question everybody wants answered. Why did Mr. Karp have a gun on the job when the state said that he shouldn't?
Well, the state didn't say he shouldn't. Joshua applied for certification, and he had been told by his employer that he had received certification.
Joshua Karp's attorney, John Paul Ryan, blames Aero Security. He says Karp didn't know he wasn't supposed to be carrying a gun on the job the night he shot a truck driver at Love's travel stop. Ryan says Karp was acting in self-defense.
We have a person who, for no apparent reason, completely unprovoked, charged in a very violent manner my client, Joshua Karp. Joshua responded in a way that I think most of us would, by attempting to defend himself.
2 News Investigates obtained copies of documents Karp filled out to register with the state in order to work for a security company. He'd been a guard for different companies in the past, but is required to re-register when he switches employers. As we first reported, Karp applied to be an armed guard with Aero Security 6 weeks ago. The state hasn't fully processed that request. A spokesman for the State Department of Public Safety told me until that paperwork is through, Karp can work as a security guard, just not an armed one. Something Ryan says Karp didn't know and was never told by his bosses at Aero Security.
He said, "You've been approved, everything's fine, work for us."
I called Aero Security again today for comment, but have not heard back. Ryan says Karp has taken more than the required number of classes to be an armed security guard and believes in protecting the public.
Josh and his family are very concerned for the tragedy that happened. Their hearts go out to all involved.
Now today, that spokesman for the Department of Public Safety told me that they will conduct their own investigation, and Karp's application to be a legally armed security guard will not be fully processed until that investigation is complete. Natalie Tyndall, 2 News Investigates.